Stanley Fish, Winning Arguments, What Works and Doesn't Work in Politics, the Bedroom, the Courtroom, and the Classroom. Welcome to the engaging journey through Winning Arguments, What Works and Doesn't Work in Politics, the Bedroom, the Courtroom, and the Classroom by Stanley Fish. Immerse yourself in the captivating world of rhetoric and argument that defines our lives, regardless of the context. From the Garden of Eden to modern politics and marriage, the book explores the power, techniques, and bounds of arguments across various scenarios. Crucially, Fish illustrates how reflecting on different contexts, political, marital, legal, and academic, provides essential insights into the techniques and tactics that involve persuasion, context-specific rules, and how understanding them can help you emerge victorious in inevitable conflicts and debates.
The power and dangers of argument. In this book summary, the author emphasizes the ubiquity of conflict and argues that we cannot avoid it. The summary stresses that individuals should learn the art and techniques of rhetoric as they offer significant power, at times greater than physical force. The importance of rhetoric and argument is highlighted as critical for democracy, the rule of law, and warfare. However, this also presents the dangers of rhetoric when misused by individuals with bad intentions, as they can manipulate people into believing their claims. The summary concludes with an emphasis on the importance of critical thinking skills in identifying fallacious arguments despite other people not having the time or resources to do so. The Art of Persuasion. The power of argument can win against staggering odds and determine facts. In this book summary, we explore the art of persuasion and the tactics and techniques of argument that change depending on the context. The author illustrates the importance of skilled rhetoric which can sway people, manufacture facts, and define the process of spin. The debate never truly ends, and even after an argument seems closed, it can return. The futility of marital arguments. This book delves into the nature of marital arguments, highlighting the visceral impact of words and arguments generated by couples. Using the example of Adam and Eve, the author reveals the origins of marital conflicts where no one really wins. Couples often struggle to remember the genesis of their arguments, as they typically escalate out of innocuous conversations. Ultimately, partners end up not hearing each other, resorting to impossible tasks of trying to change the other person. In any case, such conflicts are impossible to win, as acknowledged in marriage manuals. While it is impossible to restrain oneself from bad reactions all the time, the author offers empathy and understanding as solutions to diffuse conflicts. The book concludes that it is better to let go of one's position, offer a gift, make dinner, and create a safe space for discussion with one's spouse. The power of words in legal arguments. Legal arguments are unlike political or marital disputes because they follow formal and structured rules. Rules of evidence prohibit the use of prior convictions or charges against the accused, creating a fiction where relevant information is withheld to keep jurors impartial. In the courtroom, lawyers present evidence in a light that supports their client's case. While good argumentation can sway the outcome in someone's favor, it can also lead to unintended consequences. Lawyers use their knowledge of the rules and context to their client's advantage, making them essential to success in the courtroom. However, even written contracts don't ensure protection if a judge interprets their content differently. This highlights the power and infinite malleability of words. The value of originality in academic arguments. Academic arguments differ from political, marital, and legal arguments, as they occur within strict boundaries and value originality above all else. While there are few documented rules to guide academics, plagiarism is strictly prohibited and grounds for losing stature and jobs. However, determining what constitutes originality is not always clear, as every argument builds upon the work of others. Grounding new interpretations in evidence is essential to academic arguments, but the argument space is increasingly opening to near unbounded debate. Nevertheless, expertise remains a crucial factor in determining the validity of arguments, and scientific consensus often prevails over alternative viewpoints. Ultimately, academic arguments shape thinking without necessarily leading to direct action. Embrace argument. Argument is an innate human trait that exists in everything we say, see, and do. Despite attempts to eradicate it, it always prevails. The book encourages readers to embrace argument and improve their skills in this essential aspect of communication.
As we conclude our insightful expedition into the world of Stanley Fish's winning arguments, it becomes evident that conflict is an unavoidable component of our existence. Arguments permeate our lives in various contexts: politics, marriage, courtroom, and academia. Mastering argumentative techniques and understanding the bounds and rules based on context allows you to cope with it better and mold it to your advantage. Fish's exploration of contexts highlights the need for agility, adaptability, and deep understanding in order to triumph in the chaotic world of rhetoric and argument. It serves as a powerful reminder that constant improvement, learning, and open-mindedness are the key ingredients to emerge victorious in the realm of disputes and disagreements.